Welcome, folks, to the MegaMets podcast, King of Pro Wrestling 2025 edition.
This is unexpected. I didn't think we'd be doing one since the event doesn't happen until 10 days.
Yeah, you know, New Japan, they get this shit out pretty early when they have a full card ready to go during these road
I'm
tours.
surprised they already got the full card like 10 days early. So that just gives me a reason to just for us to get it done.
You first. Live from the Gokigan.
First match is a six-man tag. Titan Hiromu Takahashi, Shingo Takagi will take on Clark Connors, Taiji Ishimori, and David Finlay.
The unaffiliated remnants of Los Ingobernables de opponent against the Bullet Club War Dogs. Is this possible prelude to the Super Junior Tag League? Yeah, it is. Is it could it lead to a possible top contender status to the global title? Well, between Takagi and Finlay. Provided if Suji does win in the semi-main. Yes. And on that alone, I'm going to give this to the War Dogs.
I'm probably also going to give it to the War Dogs, no doubt.
Speaking of the War Dogs, in a special singles match, Drilla Moloney bows SANADA. This has been brewing since April when SANADA screwed over the War Dogs and joined House of Torture in a never Openweight six-man tag title match at the Sakura Genesis event. For Drilla, he is fed up with SANADA. I mean, constantly getting kicked in the dick with those goofy boots or getting whacked over the skull with a guitar. Sometimes both. I mean, if you just make this a no disqualification grudge match, fine. But Drilla wants to beat him on the straight up, and I respect that, but I'm not sure if he's going to get it. I'm going to say SANADA wins.
You make that a pretty interesting choice. I'll also go with SANADA. Sorry, Moloney, you stood no chance.
You're up.
And now we have another six-man tag as part of, and this is special, the return of Hirooki Goto. For this, he will team up with Yo and Yoshihashi against Kosei Fujita, Hartley Jackson, and Ryohei Oiwa.
Basically, what little is left of Chaos that was amalgamated into the Hantai back in March against the Mighty Don't Kneel. For those wondering where the hell Goto has been since June, well, kayfabe, he was taken out by Zack Sabre Jr. in their IWGP World Heavyweight title match on June 29th with an elbow injury. In reality, this gave him time off to go down to New Zealand and do some film shoot shots for the new Street Fighter movie where Goto is taking on the role of E Honda.
Well, that's an interesting one.
Especially when he's about 100 pounds too light for the character.
Yeah.
Anyway, for me, this is just to help build up a possible rematch between him and Zack November the 2nd at Gifu. And it would make sense. They have a win, a loss, and a draw against each other in 2025. So, November 2nd, Gifu, as there's no power struggle this year, the November 2nd event is going to be basically the substitute. And it's basically Tanahashi's final event in his hometown of Gifu. That will be the main event if we get that far. That said, I am taking Team Goto.
Well, I'm also taking Team Goto because this is just well earned.
For the NJPW World Television title, Tanahashi Final Road Connection combined with the 20th anniversary of El Phantasmo as a wrestler. Tanahashi will challenge ELP for the New Japan World TV Championship. Let's not kid ourselves. Does Tanahashi even need a title when he's about 90 days short of his retirement? No.
I see.
Phantasmo retains. I don't care how he does it, but he's going to retain.
That he will retain. Sorry, Tanahashi, but yeah, your final road is going to get a little bumpy.
I mean, it makes no sense to make him the champion, the ace of champ, when he's so close to retirement.
I know. Next up, for the Never Openweight Championship, Boltin Oleg will face off against freaking Evil.
We all know this is basically Evil's attempt at cashing in his never title match that he earned during the G1 Climax. When he beat Oleg. I'm split on this. On the one hand, Oleg deserves this reign to go a little further. I mean, he's only been champion for a little less than 4 months. On the other hand, Evil is a former 4-time never openweight class champion looking for a 5th stint. Will he get it? I am hoping that is not the case. But with House of Torture running amok, you never know. And I could see Evil leaving with the title and then spray painting it black because he's a psychotic motherfucker.
Huh.
I'll take Evil. I'm
taking Oleg. Sorry, but I dislike Evil.
I don't blame you. I hate the motherfucker too. But sooner or later, some of the guys in House of Torture have got to rise up and say, fuck you to Evil. We're done doing this. This is killing our careers. We want out. I mean, look at what's gone down with Team 2000X and Noah. Their numbers are dwindling because several of their guys are also sick of constant shortcuts. I mean, Daga left the group. Jack Morris was kicked out.
I know.
Anyway, for the IWGP tag titles, interesting tag team has been thrown together. Shota Umino and Yuya Uemura challenge the Knockout Brothers of Bullet Club War Dogs, Oscar and Yudo Ice. If you're going to put Umino and the War Dogs, pull the trigger here, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, Umino is jealous of his generational peers. I mean, Uemura, KOPW champion, albeit brief. Narita, 6-man champ and TV champ. And what's Umino had since his dojo graduation? Nothing. Multiple title opportunities, and he's failed at all of them.
Yeesh. Freaking yeesh. This is a tough decision.
Even when out of his dojo classes graduates, even with him getting the furthest out of the bunch in the G1 this year, outside of Tsuji, of course, did that help? No, it didn't. I mean, sure, Umino does have an IWGP World title shot in his back pocket, but the question is, when is he going to cash that in? Since he won't do it next Monday because that's Takeshita's, and Goto's got the shot in November due to an obligatory rematch clause. I say Knockout Brothers leave with the titles.
As will I. I will agree. Now we reach the penultimate main, the semi-main, basically, for the the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. The champion, Yota Tsuji, versus the challenger.
Other way around, Kid's the champ.
I forgot. The challenger, Yota Tsuji, versus the champion, Gabe Kidd.
To quote Homer Simpson, ooh, here we go. These two have incredible chemistry.
And when you have incredible chemistry, you know that you will deliver an amazing show.
That's for sure. They went to a draw in Osaka in February. In June, Kidd left with the title in hand and knocking Tsuji off the throne after 5 months. Tsuji, this is probably his one and only chance to get that belt back. Will he pull it off? I say yes. I'm giving this to the Gene Blast, Yota Tsuji.
I'm also picking Yota Tsuji. But regardless, we're going to have a hell of a show.
Don't expect a wrestling match, folks. Expect a fight out of this one. Finally, the main event for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. The challenger and winner of G1 Climax 35, the Alpha, Konosuke Takeshita, challenges the frontman, Zack Sabre Jr.
This is it. All the tournament matches led up to this moment.
For me, this will determine New Japan's identity going forward. The biggest problem it's had has been its borderline cancerous working relationship with AEW. You look at the talent that has flown the coop from New Japan since AEW came into existence. Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Cody, Hangman, Jay White, Juice Robinson, Okada, Ospreay. I don't know who. You lost a lot of talented wrestlers when this company came into existence. They leached off your fame. And because of that, New Japan has been stagnant for the last 6 years. I mean, you look at the Cyberfight company. They now, you know how many wrestling promotions they now have under their belt?
Yep.
No, you don't.
Oh, wait, I don't. You're right.
11 of them.
Oh, my God.
The most recent one that joined the ranks was Pro Wrestling Uptown, a new promotion that showed up.
Jesus.
I mean, on the Wrestle Universe app alone, you get DDT, Pro Wrestling Noah, Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, Gunberry Pro Wrestling, Dream Fighting Star Fighting Marigold Pro Wrestling, Sendai Girls Pro Wrestling, Michinoku Pro Wrestling, Marvelous Pro Wrestling, which is another Joshi promotion, Pro Wrestling Basara, Real 01, Pro Wrestling 01, and the most recent Pro Wrestling Uptown.
That's insane.
Hold on, Andrea.
That is insane. So the big question is, who's going to win it? Zack or Takeshita?
And like I said, this will determine New Japan's identity. I'm sure like a lot of the New Japan loyalists in the East, they don't want their title going back west. We had this issue last year with the belt when Moxley held it for about 100 or so, for about 50 or 60 days.
I'm just going to take a gamble and vote with Takeshita.
I'm going coin. Heads to Zack, tails to Takeshita.
Flip it.
Coin says tails, but fuck the coin. Zack's got to win. I want to see one more match between him and Goto.
That's fair.
Especially when you consider how bloated the Don Callis family has gotten in AEW. Like, with Andrade coming back and joining the DCF, you have Fletcher, Okada, Davis, Hechisado, Lance Archer, Rocky Romero, Trent Beretta, Clone, basically a clone of Hologram. And when you consider that Takeshita feels threatened by Okada's role in the DCF, his position feels threatened by Okada, a loss here to Zack would give Callis incentive to kick him out of the family and then just focus his attention solely on Okada, which would turn Takeshita babyface.
Yeah.
And basically have him rip the unified title off Okada when we get to World's End. But then again, when has Tony Khan ever operate on Slytherin logic like I do? I may have been sorted in the Ravenclaw house by Pottermore, but the logic I possess is more Slytherin-esque.
Yeah.
In any case, that's it for tonight's episode of the MegaMets. And for those wondering why this is only on my channel and the Hardcore Sports Network, let's just say some content bloat over on the Aboriginal one. But that's it for tonight's episode. And just as a heads up, all future episodes not related to WWE will not be streamed to the ABSN. They will be streamed strictly to my channel or the Hardcore Network.
Yeah.
We'll be back next week. Up on the docket, it's a dub. We'll be doing on Friday night, Pro Wrestling Noah's Wrestle Odyssey, and then Saturday night predictions for TN. And the next Saturday night predictions for TNA Bound for Glory. Want to join me tomorrow afternoon for Yankees Blue Jays?
Yeah, I'm gonna need a break all weekend because much of my time was spent towards like exercising and stuff. I need to listen to rest, so I can't. But I'm gonna be busy most of the day because I got my nephew coming over, so it's gonna be a trouble sort.
Yeah, my youngest nephew moved out recently. He's gonna be playing hockey in Monroe, Louisiana.
I hope he's doing well.
Comment, like, share, and subscribe. We are the MegaMets. Goodbye and good night. Bang.
Bang. I'll see you next week.
All right.